So, big question I think on everybody's mind is why did you choose the role? Who would like to go first?
Well, I was in one, so that's why.
Right, but in general, I mean, why did you take on the Human Centipede?
Interesting. I mean, when they were casting the first one, I lived in New York at the time, and I just thought it was such a crazy idea that had never been done before. And Tom is so passionate about what he does, and he and his sister Alona were just like so convincing on how they were like, it's going to be this amazing movie. You have no idea, and it got me excited to do it. And so I was like, yeah, okay, cool, I want to do it. And then yeah, and you also want to be a part of something that's never been done before, and why not? You know. So for the second one, it was a given. Of course, I would be in it. You know.
How about you? Why'd you take on the role?
Well, it was my first feature film, and it was a lead role. So, you know, as a character actor, that's always kind of flattering to be offered. So, and when I went to the casting, you know, the same thing: Tom's enthusiasm, and also the how specific he was about how everything would look and feel. And also, I saw the first film, and had confidence in what Tom could deliver, what he was talking about, and I liked the way how it wasn't a kind of straight sequel. It was it was kind of going off in a completely different direction, and it was a kind of thematic sequel rather than a continuation of the same narrative. So, yeah.
What was the audition process like? I mean, did you have to, you know, mime or act out any parts?
Yeah, definitely. For part one, I didn't have to audition for part two, thank God. I'd already earned my stripes. For part one, yeah, they had us. You can actually see this on the bonus clips of the first DVD. You can actually see Ashley C. Williams and our audition process, which was hilarious. It was like, you look back at it now and you're like, oh my God, I hope I've grown since then. but yeah, we did actually have to get down on all fours, like behind, like I was behind Ashley, and then at one point she was behind me, and Alona took pictures of just our eyes to see if we could convey that kind of terror without saying anything. And so and then just like, of course, the screaming and stuff you had to do. And then he had a kind of a crazy audition in London, right?
What was your audition like?
Yes, you did.
Well, you know, Tom talked me through the entire script, and then he was saying, you know, about Martin being picked on at work, and just to show him something like that. So I was doing that. And then everything Tom suggested got more and more extreme. So like, it's about killing the mother, that scene, and then it kind of eventually ended up with Tom asking me to rape a chair, and so yeah, it just got more and more extreme. Tom trying to see what I would and wouldn't do, and I just did everything he asked, and he was impressed. So yeah.
Nice. Now, is there any upcoming projects, special events, or anything you like to promote?
I have a couple cool films you can check out. They're not out yet. They'll be out this year. One of them is called The Scribbler, and that has Eliza Dushku and Katie Cassidy and Michelle Trachtenberg in it, and that's based off a graphic novel. And I saw the film. We premiered the teaser at Comic-Con last year in New York in October or November, and so I think it's going to be really well received. It's a really cool film, and so I'm excited about that. And then I have another kind of thriller film directed by Adam Goresh. He did the remake of Night of the Demons, and so I did his newest film called Schism, and that stars Callum Blue and Vinnie Jones. So I'm excited about both those.
Well, obviously I've got Human Centipede III coming up soon, and then late in summer I'll be shooting the sequel to Dear God No, because I met those guys through the convention circuit, and I really like their approach to cinema, and I whilst I don't necessarily want to do another horror film straight away, I'd like to sort of still do something for the fans, and it's a grindhouse film, so that should be good. And then later in the year, it looks like I'm filming in the Philippines on a action film, so that should be good.